Alrighty, guys. So it has been a minute since we last recorded one of these. Our last video was on Hurricane Beryl, which was the earliest Cat 5 on record. And we've had a couple of weeks off now. And now as you can see, we have this new area of circulation this new area of interest, I should say, that is formed here in the not Pacific, Atlantic. So, also earlier yesterday, I believe, the Eastern Pacific got their second named storm of the year, Bud, which has been for about too in depth. That was good. We're not going to go too in depth about Bud just because it's gone now. Our main focus is on this area of interest right here in the Atlantic, and I don't know what I did. I misclicked on the map. So our main area for focus is on this area right here. So as of the 8 p.m. tropical weather outlook, near Lesser and Greater Antilles, an area of disturbed weather over the central tropical Atlantic Ocean is expected to interact with an approaching tropical wave during the next several days. Some development of the system is possible while it approaches the Lesser Antilles during the early to middle part of next week. It moves generally west-northwestward near the Greater Antilles towards the latter part of the week. Formation chance through 48 hours low, near 0%. Information chance through 7 days low, 20%. So the same areas that were impacted by Beryl will need to watch out again. I don't think this is going to be a Beryl situation. I'm not saying that it is. But guys that are in Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Jamaica, Cuba, or the Bahamas here, you guys need to watch out. And eventually into the Gulf states as well. Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. Particularly the Florida Keys will need to watch out for this system. So let's go over to the Eastern Pacific now. And there's another area of disturbance here. There's Bud right there. The remnants of Bud, I should say. So that's post-tropical cyclone Bud right there. Now this is our new area of interest in the Pacific. This is as of the 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time tropical weather outlook. South of southern Mexico. An area of low pressure could form by the middle of next week, a few hundred miles south of the coast of southern Mexico. Environmental conditions appear conducive for some gradual development thereafter while the system moves west-northwestward at 10-15 miles an hour, roughly parallel to the coast of southwestern Mexico. Formation chance through 48 hours low, near 0%. And the formation chance through 7 days is low, 30%. So that's with those systems there. We're not expecting anything else to really form within the next 7 days here. However, now we will move over to tropical tidbits here. This is the 18Z run of the GFS model. And first we will go to the whole North Atlantic view. So this is our tropical wave that's going to interact with our area of low pressure somewhere in this general area. If we're moving forward in time, you can see that kind of disappears. Continue moving forward. Starts reorganizing right about there, about 156 hours out. This would be valid at 6Z on Friday here, where this thing starts going again. There develops an area of low pressure at 12Z on August 2nd. So disappears, reforms once again in between the island of Cuba and the Yucatan Peninsula. Right about the same area that Burl went, just a bit more to the northwest of where Burl's path went. So if you remember, Burl went something like that, went into the Yucatan, and then curved up into Texas. What this system is going to do is something like that. Or, now, let me rephrase that. It's going to do something like that. Because I have already looked at the model here earlier. See it rapidly intensifies. At landfall, 969 millibar hurricane here, making landfall in the general areas of, let me pull up my radar omega on my phone, but I should pull that up before. The general area of Beaumont, Lake Charles, maybe Lafayette, if it curves a little bit more to the north. Now, I will say, this small run is notorious for making systems that won't form. So take take this with a grain of salt, because in the next run it might change. It could very well change here in the next run. This could disappear for all we know. But after landfall, it rapidly weakens and nothing else forms. But I will say, if you're in the areas of Houston, Lake Charles, Beaumont, New Orleans, even, this thing curves a bit more to the north of where it's projected to go. This could impact the Lake Charles, Mobile area. Florida, unless this thing like curves off like that, it's not going to affect you guys. So I'd still pay attention to this system. Once again, if this thing does form, if this does decide to do something, it would get the name Dennis. Think, right? Dennis? No. Debbie. It would get the name Debbie if this were to form. And now, what we will do is jump on over to the Eastern Pacific. Because as you guys could see there, we have multiple things happening in the Eastern Pacific here. So we just gotta go back in time here to get the most recent run. So that's the remnants of, not Bob, Bud right here. That's Bud. Remnants of him go off. Here's our new area that's marked on the map right now with the 0-30% chance. That spins up. And then we have a new thing that forms down here. That also decides to do something. 952. So this thing, GFS wants 952 millibars out of this thing. And once another strong hurricane here, the new thing that forms behind it, 966, 953, 954, 952, 947, 945, 940, 939, 936, and that goes off into the Central Pacific, which hasn't had a hurricane in, heck, a storm in a long time. So that's our old thing. That's going past the north of Hawaii there. Our next thing, that could very well clip Hawaii here. Once again, this is happy hour for this model run here. The 18Z is notorious for doing things like this, so take it with a grain of salt. But if this does happen, which it very well could, we could be looking at something devastating for Hawaii if it happens. At most in Hawaii, you'll probably get tropical storm force winds, which you guys still should be preparing for, even if you don't see the brunt of this system. Which, if we go down, so our current one would be Carletta, and then our next one would be Daniel. My name isn't in the mix at all for those. So I just wanted to quickly take a look at our current storms that we have. And I believe it's just the remnants of Bud. Eh? This was equivalent to Category 4 hurricane a few days ago. Now it's not doing much at all. Then we have 95W. This is in the Western Pacific here. Take a look here. Also, I do want to note that in the Western Pacific, these storms are called typhoons and not hurricanes. I'm not really seeing any well defined circulation there. Let's take a look at the visible high res. I'm not sure if it would be native there or not. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any well defined circulation associated with this system. However, the JTWC, the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, does believe that this thing will become at least a tropical system in its lifetime. I don't believe we have the model intensity guidance. Yeah, we don't have those at this storm, or any storm, I should say, in the Western Pacific. But anyways, that'll be all for me today, guys. It is currently 11:26 at the end of this video. Also, if you'd like to donate to me, I'm going to drop my Venmo down in the description below. Because I know you guys are wondering how to donate to me when I do my live streams and all that. So that'll be what I do here. All the proceeds will go into me eventually getting a car and then hopefully going back to school. maybe doing some local storm chases as well. But until then, guys, I'll likely have another video out. Don't know when the next video will be out. So I do go back to work tomorrow after my vacation. So we'll see. I might not get a video out until about the same time. We'll see. But until then, guys, that'll be it. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember, Venmo in the description down below. And I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, peace out, guys.